right, so one of the most important things about Amazon selling is when you're looking up products, you need to check the ranking. And so the ranking is basically a number that tells you how quickly or how well an item is going to sell on Amazon's platform, excuse me. So if an item, let's say there are 100 different cell phones on Amazon's platform. If the item is number 100, it means it's the 100th slowest selling item. If it's number 1, it's the number 1 fastest selling cell phone on all of Amazon. So you want a lower number ranking. The lower, the better. And every category is different. So for example, there might be 10 million books. So a book that's number 500,000 would be pretty good. It's in the top 5 or 10% of all books. So that's pretty good sell-through rate. It means it sells pretty quickly for its title. However, in the camera category, there might only be 500,000 cameras, so a camera that's 500,000 would be the worst one. And so it's not the same number for every category. You have to check in on each category, and I will include a link down below that gives some ideas of ranking. I'm also going to take you over to Amazon right now and show you where to find the ranking score and how to check if the item is a good ranked item. Okay, in this video, I'm going to show you how to look at the rankings of items that are on Amazon. So I've brought up a few items. I'm going to show you the difference and how to look up the rankings to see if they are decent. So the first one I brought up is a GoPro Hero 7 Black. And when you bring this up, you bring it up on the regular Amazon website. You can also see this on the seller app, but I've just showed you here on the regular Amazon page just so you have an idea of where to look. You're going to scroll down below the product listing, and you're going to scroll down until you get past this little section to the product information. This is where you want to look, and when you come down, you see best sellers rank. So this one is number 12 in all of camera and photo, and number 1 in electronics, camera and photo, underwater photography, camcorders. So this is a very, very good one. You can see it has good reviews, see the top 100 in cameras, and obviously this would be a fast selling item. Come to Grand Theft Auto 5 for PS4, scroll down, and again we can see this one in the product section is number 40 in video games and number 8 for video games PS4. I selected a couple books. This one is Twilight. You'll scroll down, and again in product details, this one is the number 5049th best book, period. 21 in books, teens, science fiction, 24 in books, teens, literature and fiction, and number 28 in books, teens, romance, paranormal. So you can see all the different categories. Again, very good ranking for Twilight, obviously very popular book, but you can see the price is only $10 and $9 on these for Kindle and paperback, and if it's mass market paperback, it's only a 10 cents or penny book. So you have to look at these prices. I mean, it's not a good priced item, it's just a good selling item because tons and tons of them sell. Last one, a 50 Shades book. Again, same story, 50 cents, $9. You know, this is a very cheap $5, $7, $9 book, and after fees and everything, you're gonna be lucky to have a couple dollars left over in your pocket, so you have to buy it for almost nothing. But if you scroll down to the rankings, this is the number 246 best book in romance, and then literature, romance, 963. Not quite as good rated as Twilight. Obviously, Twilight's been out longer and has a better history, but still a good rated book. It just doesn't have any value. So when you're looking at these rankings, you got to make sure the ranking is good, but you also got to make sure the price is good. Otherwise, there's no point in getting a fast-moving book if you're only going to make 50 cents on it. So keep an eye out for both of those, but that is where you will see the ranking of any item. Now, there's a website that's going to show you what good ranking numbers are for different categories, and I will go ahead and link that down below. You'll see the link and use that to check on whether or not rankings are good. Now, don't just go off of the ranking, because something could have a slow ranking, but it's worth a lot of money. Let's say this book was in the 10,000s, but it was worth 200 or 300 every time it sold. Well, that might be worth picking up because you might have to wait 3 months, 6 months, 9 months for it to sell, but when it does, you're gonna make a lot of money. So kind of weigh those out, you know, the risk versus the reward, how much you're spending, how long it might take to sell, and what kind of profit you're looking at. If it's not a great profit, then you want one that's going to move fast. If it does have a bigger profit, then you obviously have more leadway and the ranking can be higher, and also depending on how much you're spending. If you're spending a lot, you don't want to sit on it for a while. So keep all that in mind when you're checking the rankings and pricing.